We're here for information about the missing daughter.
Hello.
Marjorie Paulston believes some Symbians may have abducted her daughter.
You needn't tell me any more than that. Complaints against the Symbians are commonplace. No one likes them much, especially since it's rumored they intend to annex this area while we were occupied with the Devil Dragon during the war. There's not much love between Cormyrian and Symbian, and I've investigated such claims as this many times. Over a sword, Laheralson too. I admit we'd love to catch the Symbians up to something. But the truth is, most Symbians come here for trade, and it's not unknown that a local girl falls for a merchant or a local lad stows away on board a ship in search of high adventure.
Well, that's discriminating, isn't it? Why can't a local lad stow away with some kind of merchant? Falls for a local Symbian merchant. Yeah, I agree with what he's saying, but just because it happens doesn't mean every disappearance is likely to be that. I mean, surely they could have just said something, or at least the issue would have come up in other conversations, so the parents would have a reason to suspect that that's actually the case. Just disappearing without a word or some kind of a previous discussion about the issue is highly suspicious. Will you investigate it?
I'll keep an eye out, as I always do, and I'll make sure the watch knows too. Truth be told, you should probably head over to the docks and just ask about yourself.
Why would I ask about myself? I'll do it. I'm sort of unclear about how the adventuring charter works. What is considered adventuring here? Because this technically is adventuring. So what exactly is the adventuring that requires a license? Who offers those type of official quests? Okay. Some poor girl has either ditched her family or has been kidnapped, one or the other. Shaler.
Oi, hello there.
Ahoy there, matey. A fine day for sailing it is. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a girl by the name of Eleanor Fullstone. Have you seen any girls by the docks?
There's always girls by the docks, of course. Us sailing lads seem to attract them. But I'm thinking you mean the girl of Latin Bay, the master's son. A bright young thing she is. Think they're in the cabin on the board ship. Can't imagine what they're up to.
My thanks to you. You mean the girl of Latin Bay, the merchant's son, master's son. How the fuck do I get there? It looked like a locked door. I'll take Eleanor's word for whatever is basically being going on here.
Would you like something?
I think that Latim is probably the most handsome man I've ever seen. Okay, that'll be fine.
Well met.
Who are you? What do you think you're doing coming in here?
Who are you?
I'm Latin Bay, the son of the master of the ship.
I really hate my dialogue options here. I mean, everything so far suggests that it's a high probability that she's here willingly. So I'm taking Eleanor back, or why have you seized Eleanor? I can't just fucking ask why is she here, or that her parents have asked me to look into her disappearance. That seems like the logical, non-aggressive a way to express what I'm here for. I'll take the Eleanor back option, because that implies that her parents have sent me.
Eleanor is mine and is never coming back to Thunderstone. Get off the ship, Cormorian.
We'll address Eleanor. Eleanor, your mother is looking for you. She's very worried. My mother would never understand. Latim and I are to marry, but mother just thinks I'm a child. Well, you sort of look like a child, no offense, at least in the picture. But who am I to judge?
I'm the son of a Symbian master, a fine husband for any woman. Eleanor has every right to pick me for herself.
Now that seems like a reasonable response. You can't just run off together. If you do, the Crown Office will think you have abducted Eleanor.
I suppose that he has a point, Eleanor. Imagine if we could never return to Thunderstone, or even to the Cormyr. How would you feel?
You're too smart, Latim. Yes, of course you're right, but what should we do?
We must talk to your parents and convince them that I am a worthy husband, the son of a Symbian master, no less. I'm sure they will see what a great couple we made.
Yes, you're right. Thank you, sir, for your help. Now Latim and I must talk alone. We need to decide how to convince mother and father. Cool.
May the fortunes of 1,000 fair trades be bestowed upon you, Cormyrian.
Yeah, I'm the Cormyrian now. Fuck you. I have a name too, you piece of shit. Right. Let's not get riled up by whatever the Symbian said to us. We probably do need to report this though. Or not. Where did we get this? I have no recollection. None whatsoever. How much money do I have? 371, so it doesn't matter what I plan now, I can't afford to do it anyway. Family grave. Is it done yet? I just want the quest off my quest log. Father's grave.
Spare a coin, friend?
The remains of your father rest within this grave.
Huh?
Can't ask about anything anymore. Why is the family grave still here? No idea. Maybe the smith that was totally drunk could fix that weapon. What the fuck am I supposed to do now? I don't recall anymore. And there doesn't appear to be any journal entry that's go ongoing. It has to be something that we completed. We need to obey his orders and behave nicely. Okay, but what exactly are we supposed to do? I suppose I've equipped myself well enough. I mean, I could get more gear, but not sure what it would what good that would do. I can't afford anything good anyway. So we have basic armor and we have weapons, shields, that sort of stuff. Everyone has a horse. No, we need to go somewhere. There was a meeting place. Yeah, okay, now I recall. No quest about it though, for some reason. I'll go visit the inns now, see if there's something new to be learned there, quests to be had. Gold coin on the ground, excellent.
Well then, I'll see you later. I promise.
No real named characters.
Good travels.
Can we talk to these?
I greet
No.
you.
Yeah, this is the high class inn. Unless there's something in the Shrine of Tempest. Game doesn't really handle these large city environments all that well. It sort of stops to load here and there. Yeah, there were named people here that didn't really do anything.
Why, hello there.
Jobs. Meroido via Faristo.
Well, hello there.
Oh god, no. He wants to play a game of darts. And that's basically it. Yep, I don't really see what we do here. I still wish to meet Eleanor's parents again. I just don't recall where they were. There aren't that many places here though. One-Armed McGark, 6 coppers. It's not 6 coppers. Lord Huntcrown, who was that? I think I met him in the joust at least.
My greeting.
Livery and Smith. Yeah, that's pretty much it. She doesn't happen to be there, I don't know where she could possibly be.
Well met.
Okay, I found the remains of what looks like a magic weapon. Is it possible to do anything with this? Indeed it is. How interesting. I would like to craft something for you, but that would depend on how many pieces you have. One such as this will certainly make you a magic weapon, but more would be better. In addition, you must get a special ingredient that will bestow additional powers on the weapon. Okay. I have questions regarding the crafting. What exactly would be the cost of making the item? Since you are providing the materials, the basic cost of crafting the item is 900 golden lions. If you wish to use adamantium instead, which holds the magic much better, then the cost is 4,500 golden lions. So we can try to persuade her to lower the price. Well, you said it yourself, you really... No, well, I can't really initiate the work now anyway, so I'm not gonna try to haggle here. Can I bring my own adamantium? Well, I'd be surprised if you had some, but no, I prefer to trust the quality of my own. Here, take a look for yourself. So you can lower the price with your skills. Questions. What can you make? I can make any item that is predominantly metal or has a metal blade like an axe. I cannot make a ranged weapon like a bow or a whip or a sling, for example. Also, large weapons require more material than just the remains of one item in order to make them, else the original magic becomes too diluted. What are these special ingredients? Well, there are many of them, so I cannot give you a list. They help in the forging of the weapon and grant additional power to the finished weapon. If you have nothing suitable, the best place to go is the 6 copper trading caster. Last time I looked, they had fairy dust, and that is useful. What item powers can you make from the special ingredients I have? Fairy dust will grant typical properties of the Fey folk, sleep, confusion, or the ability to resist them. Anything else? Okay, so dragon blood, that sort of crap that you get in the first game that can also be used as crafting. Probably the properties are fairly similar. Sleep and days isn't actually all that bad. Okay, why can't I, Right. So, likely closer to... Even if we successfully persuade her, probably 4,000 gold at least. So this is not something we can do now. Also, a single remains of a magic item seems to be somewhat of a bad choice, unless we want magic sword +1, I guess. So we'll have to do something better. By the way, we're heading and entering now. I want to see where the guards bother us. Like, how do the horses work now? Like all horses. How the fuck do you do a group mount? There has to be a group command for this. Otherwise this is incredibly tedious to do. Yeah, I'm more or less just trying to use these abilities on myself. Mount it. And I order these guys to do a mountain action. Because how the fuck do you get them to mount a horse?
My greetings to you. Greetings. Greetings.
Mount a different horse, you. You are traveling on horseback to Hullack Forest to meet the informant. This will take you 1 night and cost 20 gold in inn fees. If inns are available on this route, okay. What's the difference between using inns or not? Not using inns makes travel both faster and free, but it also increases the chance of more dangerous encounters since you will be outside at night and means you arrive at your destination unrested. In certain cases you cannot use inns as they do not exist on the route anyway. Or they do, but you do not have enough money to afford them, in which case the option would not appear. Can afford it, it's cheap enough. Use the inns, we have no reason to hurry that much. I don't think it's that big of a deal with a fighter. I mean, unrested or rested, we're still gonna be able to perform like 90% of our normal capacity. But I don't really have heal. Yeah, we need to buy healing items. No one knows how to heal. No, we have a cleric. Forgot about him.
WCoC,
What is it?
we should be nearly at the place Sir Hawkling told us about.
Do you think we should expect trouble?
Let's just hope there isn't a trap ahead laid by this mantis person. I'm sure there's nothing for us to worry about. If Sir Hawkling trusts the forest folk, then I'm sure we can. Yeah, well, Godboy, on this I prefer to be cautious rather than walk into a trap.
What? No, you're going to walk into the trap the same as everyone else, cautious or not. But we'll go on yellow alert, basically. So we expect trouble, but we are not going to be in full hostility mode yet. But be prepared to kill shit if that things come to that. But he's basically a fighter cleric, so terrible fighter and terrible cleric. But still the best healer we got, so. Can I talk while I'm on a horse?
I greet you.
Wandering in Hullack Forest is a dangerous
Pastime. I'm seeking Mantis of the Forest Folk.
Why?
I have come from Sir Gilbert Hawkling.
Good. We're glad you came. Not all in Thunderstone can be trusted like Hawkling. We are called Mantis.
I am WCoC Lemaine.
These of the forest are new, WCoC.
Sir Hawkling said that you have information on the raids that you are prepared to share.
Aye, we will share what we know about these raids. The war made Cormer forget Hullack Forest for too long. Blight grows here. It needs to be cut away like fungus from a tree. Hobgoblin bands are loose in the forest. They attack the farms along the edge of the forest and slay the forest folk they find. But these are just random actions to mask a more calculating purpose. They are ransacking all of the ancient burrows. Why, we do not know.
Do you know who is behind the raids?
That is the strange part. Some of our folk have seen people from Thunderstone talking to hobgoblins under the eaves of the forest.
Where do the raids originate from?
The raiders come from an old fort which lies deeper in the forest. Holter's Fort it is called.
It's an old place and was at peace with the forest, abandoned for centuries. Now someone lives there again, sending out bands to spoil our forest and kill our young. At last, some real news. We should release the messenger bird immediately to tell Sir Hawkling this information. You must tell Sir Gilbert Hawkling. He is the only one in Thunderstone who cares about us. He will stop these raids. I will do so now. So is it an actual item I need to use? I mean, yes. Release the bird, use it. Delivered by Messenger Burr. This lays out Sir Gilbert Hawkling's reply to your message regarding the source of the raiders. He orders you to join Edgar Truesilver, who is hunting raiders targeting a barrow near Four Oaks Farm. However, you are not sure where this barrow is. Perhaps Mantis can help you. Well, that's an odd message right there.
I greet you.
What can you tell me about Edgar Truesilver? He's a friend of the forest folk, for when the purple dragons stir from Thunderstone, it is almost always due to him. Okay, Sir Hawkling has asked me to travel to some barrows near the Four Oaks Farm. Do you know where that is? We do. It is not far from here. You just need to travel west. The option to travel is now enabled. We saw a column of purple dragons traveling there on our way to meeting Edgar Truesilver was with them. He's a friend of ours, a hunter of raiders. If Hawkling sent you to him... oh, God damn it. Excuse me. If Hawkling sent you to him, you must hurry. Yep. We're done. Thanks. We think you might be our friend. Maybe there is something you can do for us. Okay. Tell me what it is and I'll consider it. Someone in Thunderstone is hunting the forest folk, murdering our families. We don't know who for certain. Can you find a way to stop it? I will find out who is doing the hunting. What else do you know? Alas, we know nothing more, or we would have acted. We suspect one of the lords, since many of them like to hunt. The Wyvern Spurns, the Hunt Silvers, and the Hunt Crowds in particular. Maybe it is one of them. I'll see what I can discover. Good luck. We shall meet again. If you bring us some proof of having stopped the hunting before our next meeting, then we in return will help you. We can give you a gift that will allow you to ride any horse so well that men will think you a centaur. Oh, is that a good thing? Well, my thanks to you. I shall see what I can find out. We are grateful. Peace of the forest upon you. We are not going to head back to the city, so that's going to have to wait. As promised, you will meet again, though he gave you no clue when. You must find the answer before the meeting. Okay. But what does that actually mean? Well, orders were to go somewhere else first. At first opportunity, when we get to the city, we'll have to investigate that issue. Because it seems to have a timer, and we don't know what that timer is. For God's sakes. Pathfinding isn't exactly the strong point here. Oh, so I can't. Can't use that anymore. Can't go. Well, we can go to Hulkling Castle, but we really shouldn't. So old barrel. Otherwise, what's the point of the messenger bird? Yeah, boar killer godly.
Time, bit of the game.
Unable to reach the target. This is the main problem with fighting on horseback.
You're no match.
Unable to reach target. They're terrible at fighting on horseback. Yeah, they make it attack. What is your riding skill? 1. Well, whoop-de-doo. We really shouldn't fight on horseback then.
Greetings.
My greetings to you.
It's probably not a bad idea for me either in this case, because looks like there's heavier fighting there. So the shield would be welcome.
To your weapons, and don't
Could
let up.
you
Attack!
team horse stay the fuck out of this fight? Hobgoblin riders. Usually the cavalry would have the advantage, but you need skills to do that, and so realistically this is a terrible choice to fight on foot against cavalry. I'm just trying to basically distract them. Feel free to join me. They have +8 to their attacks. Yeah, and everyone's attacking a different target, which is fantastic. Could have probably killed 2 of them at least at this point already, otherwise. Still, they don't look that dangerous so I'm sort of fairly satisfied just doing this. Also, I hate the combat here. It sort of feels like probably what I would manage to do if I would have to make dramatic music, because I have no real skill in making music. So it sounds more or less just random dramatic stuff than something of a good music piece. Rather, I have a hard time imagining where that music piece would fit in all that well. That's the real part tragedy here. I mean, this game has maybe fighting you against monsters, fighting on foot, sword and sorcery type of stuff. That music doesn't really scream that in any way. Just random dramatic music doesn't really fit. Did purple crack?
Make this fight count! It will be your last!
Who wants a helmet? Help with concentration. It is basically a tower shield. Looks nice. Ooh, a little bit of a scorch mark, so maybe they had a caster here. A mass of muddy footprints. Well, that is super helpful. Probably all there is here for us to find, but there's no harm in taking a look. And I still don't really have any healing. Like, literally cannot heal. So, not Jonas,
My
Godfrey.
greetings to you.
How about cure light wounds on me? Looks like a large-ish area. Most of the good and bad guys are dead. Are you developing any kind of weapon skills? Yeah, longsword focus, so... That longsword is starting to look very, very attractive to me at this point. We'll give Jonas some extra accuracy and extra damage. I think someone is missing a helmet. Yeah, for the cleric that actually does do some good. Concentration for him is a useful thing to have. The rest, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Edgar Truesilver.
I don't know who you are, but I hope you come to help. I'm Edgar Truesilver.
I'm Vico Flomain.
Well, Flomain, my injuries have put me out of the battle for the moment. Are you up to hunting hobgoblins?
Well, that's what Sir Hawkling sent me for.
There's more hobgoblins and a few ogres deeper in the barrows. Can you clean out the rest while I gather the rest of our troops?
Do you have the rest of your troops? What the hell happened here?
We dragged a large force of raiders into this barrow and had them trapped. Things were going well when one of the scouts posted outside warned me of a second force was approaching. They never strike a barrel with 2 force, so either they were tipped off by a scout or they got lost and hit the wrong barrel. Whichever, the second force got here before we could disengage and it was our turn to get trapped. I got forced into a side passage, a small group of soldiers with me. We managed to kill our foes and drive our way back to the main branch. The rest of my troops got driven deeper into the barrow. That's where the fighting is, and that's where I want you to go and help out.
Okay, what can I expect to find in the barrow?
I have no idea what natural protections are found here, but you're certain to find hobgoblins and maybe ogres amongst the raiders.
I'd like to say, do you need healing, but I can't heal.
No, you save yours, I've got my own. I'll be ready for combat again in a few minutes, but don't waste time waiting for me. Go and help the rest of the troops.
Yeah, okay, I'm going.
Excellent. I'll be back on my feet soon enough. Then I'll do my best, do my own bit of hunting. I'll meet you back here once the job is done.
Okay. Fair enough. Do we want to explore these barrows? Yes, but do we want to explore them now? I'll open these doors to see if there's any... Oh, fuck. No, I'm not gonna open these doors, as I was about to say, apparently. We prefer... I just wanted to know if there are enemies there. I don't want to loot them now. That can be something we can consider after the hobgoblin threat has been taken care of. The big problem is, again, I don't have heals, so I can't lose my health to traps and things like that. I need to actually get to the fighting part.
To your weapons, and don't let up. Attack!
Three soldiers. Okay, where are the rest of the guys? For fuck's sakes, people.
Follow along.
That I can't do.
Yeah, you say that, but you're still stuck on that guy.
To your weapons, and don't let up. Attack! Yeah!
Definitely treasure there. Is everything trapped here? So we do need to try to open these, otherwise we're in a hopeless situation. Ogre Chieftain. Well, that's not good. Oh fuck, can I do you activate the expertise? Please.
Glory!
Okay, it's 4 against everything else. I think if we can get rid of the chief, then things will go fairly well for us.
Make this fight count!
Alright, that guy's not doing badly, so if I manage to survive it, it's probably okay. However, this is not really an option apparently. The chieftain is hitting us constantly. What is it? Yeah, pretty much. He's getting almost perfect dice rolls. The thing is, again, I can't heal, so either I have the hit points, or there's nothing I can do. Still, I don't have to survive too. The cleric doing something useful. Yeah, he needs about 13 to hit me, the chieftain. With the rest it's a bit harder, but sooner or later they're gonna hit me. Just a matter of time. Yeah, could you heal me or something? Nope. Still, it was fairly close. The ogre might easily hit me. What do I have? One hit point or two.
You're no match for me.
I can't go on without some sort of heal.
Good day to you.
Thanks for your help. I thought I was done for. Right, make your way back to the barrow entrance where Edgar Truesilver is waiting. I'm glad to hear he's alive. I'll go at once. Yeah. Goddamn healing item. I need to explore these in the hopes of finding anything that will heal. I think if I just rest, it'll take a huge amount of time. Yeah. So, whoa! It wasn't a bad heal. It just didn't have any kind of real effect. I do have a bark skin potion though. Ooh, and a cure for moderate wounds. It's not great, but it helps. Especially if I use the bark skin, I might be able to tank another fight. If we're lucky, we might be able to find bandages or something. Also, this was probably one of the best things they had available. They had a spellcaster and the chief. That's another one that goes to a separate area.
Time for a bit of the game.
It's a shaman. Shit. We can't take expertise stance against a shaman. We need to lay him out of the fight quickly.
To your weapons, and don't let up.
If that shit, yeah, that shit is not gonna miss. That it's casting. These are caltrops, obviously, but I'm not sure why I can't identify them. I mean, they're caltrops. You can obviously see it. This isn't some kind of a magical item identification thingy. Ooh, that seems weird.
Hold this spot like it was home.
That I can't.
But I want to touch the barrel, or sarcophagus in this case. Could I try to get to the treasure at least? It seems that you're just going to trigger traps no matter what you do. So we would need someone to disable those first. I will not survive that. I'm certainly not gonna waste my few hit points on a trap. Another shaman.
Let's have at it.
Still, if we kill the soldiers fast enough, that will solve this issue for us. Bad.
Yes? Do make it.
Getting extra XP for every soldier rescued. It won't amount to much, but maybe the fighting force at the burrow entrance could be of some use. If it's just the one guy, it's pretty much worthless, but it has a cleric, a couple of soldiers, and it's starting to sound like a useful force. Battle from beyond the door. Shit. Hobgoblin leader. This is a tough one. Ogre. Hobgoblin champions. Right. Me with all my health. Probably tank them now, but I'm not sure if I should. The thing is, we need to kill stuff quickly. That might be the better defense here. Although, I'm not sure if that's good enough. Especially with the leader here too. It'll all go down. A lot of good soldiers, but that's it. I can tank well enough now. 28 armor class is respectable. They can still hit through it, but it's much harder. I might be able to cause fear. Just get rid of one of them. The champion, it has a two-handed weapon. If it hits, it's gonna hurt. Soldier, leader, and champion failed. We absolutely must act as quickly as possible to kill. Oh, I managed to fail myself. Excellent. Still, the end result is much more preferable. It means we have 3 guys that are killing their 3 guys.
To your weapons, and don't let up. Attack!
Fury.
But the leader is dead. Only the champion remains.
No match for me.
How dare you!
Okay, not exactly as planned, but end result was decent. And we even managed to keep one of the dragon blades alive. I mean, there was just 2 guys against a room full of enemies, and one of them managed to survive. That's
Yes.
great. Champion had a torch and some gold. It's an endurance potion that is a bark skin potion. Nice for us to get a replacement immediately. Hopefully one of them has a healing potion. Alternatively, hopefully there's no more fighting like this. Magic hand axe or acid damage +1. What's the danger of opening these? Sky +1.
This load is a bit of a strain.
I'm not sure if this is exactly a knight-like behavior, but I also wonder what exactly are they looking for here. Okay, Jonas can disarm these. Holy shit. Ooh, what is that? Cobra! Okay, grave robber. I mean, taking the treasure that's there is one thing, but maybe we shouldn't open up the sarcophagus. Sarcophagi. Whatever. Can you disarm a trap?
Sorry, no can do.
Okay.
Sorry, no can do. Sorry, no can do.
Fair enough. He's still doing better than I could have done, so... Let's look at this place first.
Feel my fury!
Going to get rid of the ogre. Wait.
Hello.
Hello.
Suppose you could have always gathered them with you and just pushed deeper and deeper and deeper.
You're no match for me!
That is a lot of
Step
trouble.
with me. Come on. Follow along.
That I can't do.
Time for a bit of tool your weapons. And don't let up. Attack!
Alright, we're gonna go for maximum ass kicking here. Close the door. It's obstruction for the shaman. Protects us from spells. Holy shit, critical hits. That's not something I can afford. That's an acid weapon. Divine damage too. Okay, that's
Is a bit
really
of a
not
strain.
bad. Also, Joffrey seems to be using this sort of a weapon already. So a little bit of magic added damage to concur. And he's a cleric, so it's sort of appropriate. But we are not doing all that well anymore. we'll have to rest, otherwise this is gonna be very risky for our own health. Right, we have to rush for it, basically. Godfrey would survive it, but I can't get him to attack first.
Let's have at it!
Now see what a true warrior looks like.
Yeah, I managed to finish up his tail cat, so I could die. Identified book. Feel free to attack.
And don't let up! Attack!
I have 20 hit points, I'll survive one acid arrow. Holy shit, that's a lot of hellhounds. Also, I'm pretty sure if we touch that sarcophagus, there's gonna be trouble, so that's something we shouldn't even think about doing until we've rested. And I'm not sure how much of a grave robber do I want to be. I'm not sure what's expected behavior for a knight. At the same time, if I don't do something, I'm never going to be able to afford anything. I'm currently so goddamn broke. Basic healing is basically beyond my reach. Still, this has nothing to do with the soldiers anymore. I'm willing to bet we do have to clear that sort of an area. That's why they're here. So we need to basically get whatever's inside. Ooh, automatic save. Nice, fairly good enemy group.
Time for a bit of the game!
Ooh, skeleton warrior. That is bad. That is bad news. Oh shit. Please do something. I got a critical hit. I got hit by a critical hit, so not much I can do about that. Goblin Scouts. Focus on the warrior, then kill the leader. Divine damage do a lot of damage to skeleton. Oh shit. Yeah, we need to attack. Jonas is about to die. How about knockdown? Okay. Godfrey, please do something. Yep. Critical hits and everything. Why isn't Godfrey hitting? Is he using some sort of power attack mode? I can't harm it. It's absorbing all the damage. I think I might be able to do things if I use a magical weapon, but we can't fight the skeleton warrior like this. Alternatively, maybe switch to a blunt weapon. I still think the magical weapon is probably the biggest culprit here. No one is using a magical weapon. Godfrey would at least have the holy damage, so that would be guaranteed damage, but that is it. Do you have exotic weapon proficiency? You do not have exotic weapon proficiency. Normal weapons will not do. It has to be a special weapon of some sort, otherwise we might as well go home. We're not killing that thing. So Katana +1 is something we can rely on. Blunt weapon might also do at least some damage. Because I'm not sure if it's magic protection or slashing protection that the skeleton has.
Time for a bit of the game.
Yeah, kill something. You can't kill the skeleton either. Okay. Won't work. Technically there was nothing wrong with what we did, but I think we got hit by a critical hit again. Our best option would be to stay a little bit behind, lure them in one by one or in small groups.
Hold this spot like it was home.
That I can't.
Right, someone is gonna spot me and come and fight.
To your weapons, and don't let up. Attack! Step with me. Come on. Follow along.
That I can't.
Hold this spot like it was home.
That I can't.
To your weapons, and don't let up. Attack!
Okay, feel free to attack.
Honor and glory!
I think I have a lower potion. Might be a good idea to use it here. A slight flail would be definitely an item I could use. Yeah, we can't identify everything after this, but I don't particularly care. We have much more immediate problems. I can get another weapon that can do damage to... Okay, back of bones. What is that? This basically is a summon skeleton. The back of finger bones can be thrown at an enemy, whereupon it will burst open. The bones inside will magically enlarge and assemble themselves into undead skeletons, thereupon attacking their target. The skeletons are incapable of following any command, but will continue to assault the foes of their summoner. Okay, that explains them why they're hard to identify. Book of Lore. This book is, okay, single use, permanent +2 lore bonus. Yeah, okay, that's great. Polymorph juice. Polymorph cell, single use. Magic Horse Flail, fire damage 1, bonus ride. Well, it's not exactly amazing, but no buts, it's just terrible. But it is a blunt weapon, so that's something. And the permanent skill increase +2 is something very, very welcome. Permanent +2 points bonus to lore, which means we probably have 4 lore? 17. Yeah, because we have the potion effect. That won't last. I think the bonus skill lasts for 2 rounds. Yeah, 4. 2 from intellect, 2 from the skill book. It's not great, but it might be allow you to identify certain useful things. Still, more importantly, we have a blunt weapon we might be able to utilize against the undead here. So please use it. No, you stay here.
Spot like it was home.
Easy enough.
To your weapons and hold this
do it.
spot like it was home.
Let me do it.
You're no match for me, and don't let up. Attack! Yeah!
Yeah, I think it was basically protection against slashing that it has, not protection against normal weaponry. Three potions of lore and a key. Thank you very much. That is worth 450 gold on some of the shop prices that were I looked at it in the city. So that's by far the best treasure I've found so far. I'm using it now. I think the key goes there. Oh no. Someone can get rid of a trap. I really should rest. I'll talk to the leader of this bunch. See if he can add something, or if we can go to them to rest. That should be a safe location. But if I continue currently, it's just any slight dice roll going wrong and have to load. That's a horrible situation to be in. I would also like to loot this place at least to the extent that I can afford to buy proper healing of some sort, so I don't have to go through this again. Alternatively, try to amass enough gold that we can do trap disarming, some sort of an item that does that or boosts that.
Well met.
Think I've cleaned out the enemy? Have I though?
Oh, can't you hear? There's still fighting going on somewhere. See if you can find it and help out.
Okay. I guess we can't rest until that's done. I mean, there are certainly enemies, but where's the fighting supposed to be happening? There's really only one place, that down location there.
Time for a bit of the game.
Spitting cobras. So, ooh, I am doing damage, it just doesn't look like I'm doing damage. Why the wounded are attacking? Sure, they don't die here.
Before me! How dare you! Evil shall never triumph!
What the fuck happened here? Wait a minute, what the hell is going on here? Where are my allies? What the hell? Some purple guy, purple dragon, whatever, got killed. I have no idea where my guys are. No, I don't think anyone got killed. Right, not everyone who came up here is survived, I guess. There's 2 blades, true silver, cleric, and a scout.
This is an outrage!
Need to tie up the speeding cobras. Ah, that's what. They speeded on those guys. Right. Still, it's just a venom strike, so it doesn't actually do any damage. Just tries to poison the target. Okay, and I can't push my way past these pieces of shit. So they've effectively blocked me in. Thanks, game. Thank you so much. This is why we have manual control of the movement to force our way through these places. Can you heal
Good
me?
day to you.
No. Okay. What are my chances
Hold this
of
spot
loading
like
this
it was
without
home.
getting murdered for me? There's nothing worthwhile in it. Okay, can I survive this? I can survive it if I succeed in the saving throw. It'll pretty much kill me though. What's important is that I see what's in the treasure. I see if it's worthwhile to even try to mess with it.
Hold this spot like it was home.
Yeah, 20 hit points. I think it can do about 12-13 points of damage normally. Except when I fail, and I need to throw a dice roll of 17 to escape the trap effect. So that's not happening. Anyway, I could lure someone else to go there, I suppose, but don't think that's a good use for my time. I mean, if I just want to get that, I'll just trigger the trap. I mean, rest and trigger the trap. That's why I'll have the necessary hit points. Trying to do it now is not a good idea. But this is the only place where there might still be friendliness to be helped. Everything else has been explored. But there were traps here, at least to the south, so surely no one can be there. There's just hellhounds on the left side. So this is the only possible location that still has friendlies.
Look, what a strange ring. I'm cold. What dost thou seek?
Avenge my wife's death. Ooh. Okay, Jonas is gonna use the ring. Yeah, he's gonna try to kill us. Yeah, this is not acceptable. Suddenly throwing this in my face is not wanted. So there's really no way I can finish clearing this place if I lose all my allies. Just no. Can't open that. Not without a rest, so the Hellhounds are still left. The problem with the Hellhounds is that they will not try to attack me physically. They will just breathe fire on me. And what the hell can I do against that? Not much. We would have to try to think of something clever. We do have the skeleton bone bags. Alternately, use range weapons. But we would have to be able to get the fire Hellhound stuck somehow. Yeah, there it is. I ran away as fast as I could and still wasn't fast enough.
To your weapons, and don't let up! Attack!
Yeah, it's just a guaranteed hit. Not much I can do about it. Ooh. Yeah, a level up is not something trivial. Make a big difference in this place. Nothing else will give me a little bit of hit points. Purple Dragon Knight 4. Inspire crits twice per day. Oath of Wrath, +2 attack bonus, damage, saves, and skill versus single enemy. Extra attack power, extra damage. Should I invest in lore? If I do, it'll mean that certain basic type of items are always identifiable. So I think it's worth it. I can't. If I can't identify it, I know it's gonna be worth some serious coin. Right, I think we're gonna start for raising fighter after this. Hopefully at some point. We'll raise the Purple Dragon Knight to 5th to get the final bonuses out of that. Oh, that's a special ability to get extra hit points, right?
Hold this spot like it was home.
That I can do.
I don't think I have the luxury of just sitting around and waiting for them to breathe fire on me. I need to be able to lure them out from a longer distance away. They will survive the 3 breaths. I'm not worried about that.
To your weapons, and don't let up. Attack!
You get new spells.
My greetings to you. That I can do. That I can do.
Okay.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Impossible or not, that helped me massively. So clearing rid of the Hellhound should not be a problem anymore.
To your weapons, and don't let up. Attack!
Still, sure if this is a smart way to try to do this. There's 3 of them. What we're gonna do, gentlemen, is basically just rush them and hope we can take them out fast enough.
Time for a bit of the game.
Simple but effective. Don't give them a chance to breathe fire. There's clearly some dangerous things here. Oh look, a trap. Probably a lot of traps. Magic Spearhead. Clearly this magical spearhead was once attached to a shaft, but whatever became of it is not known to you. Though this spearhead must have lain in the barrow where you found it for ages. It remains untouched by time and gleams coolly with its own light. So this is a second magical weapon component.
That I can do.
Let it go. Bag of motherfucking holding. And items that I can't identify. But this is worth 3,000 alone. $250, 110, 150. So we are now talking about enough resources to probably make the magic weapon if we really want to. 2 magic weapon pieces, though I'm not sure if that's all that many. 2 or 3 would probably be reasonable, but what about the component to use in addition to that?
That I can't do.
Jonas says easy enough though. Maybe it's because of the level up.
All done.
Healing! Lesser restoration. Excellent, excellent. We probably don't need the healing anymore, but lesser restoration should be useful. Everything must go. That's a second armor like this. It's probably +1 chain shirt. Probably. It's not good, no one's gonna use it. But it's valuable. Which means I might be able to upgrade to a proper armor. And why would I care about the rest, knowing what Jonas is about to do? The tomb is cursed. I don't really care. Apparently 60-second curse too, so why the hell would I care about something like that? I do have enough hit points now, maybe even skill to take a look at what's in these treasure areas. Yeah, I would survive the trap now.
Sorry, no can do.
$150, $130 and gem, so $250 more or less. Slightly under 300 in total. The gem isn't gonna be all that valuable. Any other barrows? Sarcophagi? Sarcophaguses.
This load is a bit of a strain.
Isn't it though? I think that's +1 breastplate. Although my guesses about what all of these things are is based on what they would be in the vanilla Neverwinter Nights 1 campaign. In here they could be almost anything. Basic armor type is probably the one I'm guessing. That does not mean the enchantment is anything near that. Right, as far as I can see, there really isn't all that much we can do here anymore. We're in terrible shape and we're gonna lose our allies. I'll transfer equipment off of them when we get to the whatever that cursed place is. So Godpro is gonna be someone we're gonna lose, and Jonas is someone we're gonna lose too. Brother against brother. Right, there's still one room here. We have to get access to it somehow. Yeah, how bad is it?
No.
Too much for you? Well, I don't care what happens to Jonas. Yeah, strength reduced a little bit, that's nothing. The acid damage goes through, nothing else does. Or fire damage. Still, that'll do. That'll do nicely. Also, can you just sort of pick the lock? He can't. So please stop.
Easy enough.
His own attacks are causing him to fail. Tough place to enter. $10 gold and a curse. I'm twice cursed now. I'm going to
To your weapons.
talk to the guy
And don't let up.
upstairs
Attack!
because there shouldn't be any hostiles here now. So maybe he's able to do something. I mean, I've killed every hostile, not goblin related. No one's in need of my help anymore. No ogres, no hobgoblins, no purple dragon knights. So, are you able to help me in any way?
Well met.
I think I've cleaned out the enemy. Okay. So, basically I have cleaned out the enemy. However, this was never about cleaning out the enemy. It was always going into the plot-related trap room. Not exactly a shock, but I would have appreciated it if it was something else. As in, okay, let's investigate the tomb and see what the hobgoblins were searching here for, something like that. Not exactly too demanding to alter the dialogue back there. Indicate that, yeah, congratulations, you cleared out all that. Right, the big problem here is this guy carrying actually valuable loot. I want at least the magical stuff back. Same with you. Which would be a lot of fairy dust, apparently. And the axe. The rest you can keep. Right. Wonder what happened to the guys in front of the barrel. Okay, do I need to dig another grave? Godfrey Cormus. Not much I can do. And I'm near death myself, so I want to talk to the people in the front of the barrow, and we'll end things there. Wasn't expecting this turn of events. Seems somewhat random. It really depends on what they're gonna squeeze out of this. They might be able to use it for good effect. Then it's all worth it. If not, then it's just random bullshit. And again, this is why you prioritize yourself first. Unless you know the campaign already. Because you never know how the game is gonna screw you over. Imagine investing everything into your healer cleric, for example, because you think the cleric is so important for this adventure, and then comes the flushing sound of all your investment going down the drain.
Well met.
What is it?
Okay. I think I've cleaned out the enemy.
Sounds like you have. I got a couple more skulking about too, but probably the victory would not have been possible without your help. Didn't you have companions with you?
Yeah, my brother was with me, but he found something that seems to have driven him mad. I think he meant to kill me, but fled before it overcame him.
That is very bad news. These barrows are ancient places, evil, some might say, though that is not so. There is much in them we don't understand. Can only hope your brother recovers from this madness. Most of the other ill effects in these places are temporary.
Did he not come this way?
I did not see him, but I have not just been standing here. I took my remaining troops on a sweep. One of the scouts said he saw a man running from the barrows. I had assumed it was a deserter, but maybe it was your brother. Okay. What about you? I've lost a lot of soldiers, but it could have been worse. I thank you sincerely. It is probable you have saved several lives. We must get back and report to Sir Hawking.
Let's talk. So, how you doing?
Yes, in fact I feel Tom's hand in all of this. Meeting you was no coincidence. I am sure of it.
Okay, tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you?
What's to tell? My memory is a noble one. My family is a noble one. I'm sure you know that. We have always taken great pride in our long and loyal service to the kings of Cormyr. In that I'm no different, but I also have earned the right from the royal family to do as I see fit for the realm. It is a long story, but one worth hearing.
Tell me more.
I have served Cormyr as long as I have been able. For many years I was a guardsman in Suzail at King Azon's palace. Those were idle days, to be honest, and I always desired more excitement.
Sounds like you regretted it later.
Like most youth, I was a fool. I spent as much time these days wishing for their return. The war brought us all to our senses, but King Azon was a strong king, and despite years of peace, the purple dragons of Cormyr were always one of the finest fighting forces in the world. So what happened? The war brought horrors and hardships of its own, but for Cormyr and for me, but that is a story for another time. Such heavy words have their place, and it is not here. Perhaps I can tell you more some other time.
Okay. Who exactly are you, Mr. Edgar True Silver? A paladin of lawful goodness. Holy shit. It's not actually a bad match for us. He should have some healing abilities to lay on hands. Exotic martial simple. I think that's a good choice for a paladin, because you can't do this weapon specialization like a fighter can. You might as well learn to use all weapon options. So when something good comes your way, you can take advantage of that. He has a decent sword, bonus damage versus outsiders. He has a decent shield. He has a decent armor, likely. Yes. And protection from something. Cloak, no? Just a cloak. Right. Poorer equipment set than I would have thought, but whatever. Also has no range weapon for some reason. He even use a longbow. You can have that. I have a magical version. Could I possibly rest at this point? I really could use a rest. Because we have allied soldiers here, I'm assuming there's not going to be any trouble. And we're going to end things here. Thanks to the huge amount of magical gear we got from this, it's not great, but it's magical, so we should be able to either afford licenses, necessary licenses. Adventuring license would be the only thing we're really missing. Not sure, but it's something we should be buying. Something to think about, because if we're doing quests for the lord of this place, I don't see what's the point of the license. At the same time, it might not be a whole idea to test it out. But more than that, I'm gonna want the heavy armor. We can donate our leftovers to him and heal. Those are the big things.